Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc. I'm talking a few $100,000. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and twenties, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me 'cause I know like she can count on them. She try to be nosy and hit her lag. She like, girl, you can count.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in a sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few $100,000 yards. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and twenties, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me 'cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her mag. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey,
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Here we go. Let's go. Set. 10, touchdown. 53. Mike, 53. Drop deep, drop deep. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Crunch, crunch, jet. Back, back. Right stone, travel. Let it go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check pass. Check pass.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Ginn has it complete.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Result of the play is a turnover.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Ingram, and he's got room. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. 6. Mike. Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Watch it. 66. Pull it. Pass. Watch 36. On the ball. I hope you brought your lunch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
First down, Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch 36 to Mike.
I'm trying to collect. Mike 36. Mike 36.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Watch a slant.
Greystone, grab it. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, baby. Keep it rolling.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch.
64. Hey, 4 down.
Kill.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hill. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 15. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Brings up 2nd
Jet
and
24. Jet 24.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
24 is the mark.
They go play action with Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
I think we've seen this before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over them. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Makes the score Saints 28, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On the double. 53. Get around. West. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ingram again. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was brought down by Eli Apple.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 54 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Check the back or check it.
Now Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, easy. 21. Hey, Charlie.
48 the Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And an alley to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Here's Bridgewater, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints, from 3 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Play action. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken through.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 27 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. He'll try and run it. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down. And, oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only second down, so now it's third. Well, I guess we can call that unconventional, to say the least. They do get positive yards there on the fake punt. Sets them up a little bit better now for third down. Well, this is a new And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he will not get the first, but since they bizarrely went for it on third down, it'll now set up a fourth down situation. Well, that was certainly an interesting time to try a fake punt. The good news, they will retain possession here, but now they face a fourth down. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater here to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go. 30 base. 36. Not here.
Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Ravens take over.
Let's go, baby.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up, Evers.